Listen to this. Birds are vanishing from Gunnison Island in a matter of just weeks. Yesterday, wildlife biologists found the once thriving sanctuary for pelicans at the northern point of the Great Salt Lake has been wiped clean of thousands of nests. Fox 13 News reporter Lucy Nelson asked about the mysterious and startling discovery.
Look out, plumes of white feathers typically blanket Gunnison Island this time of year.
It's one of the top 2 or 3 American white pelican colonies in North America.
It's nesting season for the birds, who like to stick together as they protect the average 5,000 to 6,000 nests Great Salt Lake Ecosystem Program Manager John Luft says they see there each year.
Once they establish a spot, pelicans are unique in how they kind of situate their nests. They nest in colonies, and then on Gunnison Island they form sub-colonies.
This year during their flights, they only saw around 1,500 in May. Then 2 weeks later, that was cut in half. By Thursday, the island was barren.
So it was down to none. Literally zero nesting.
Luft admits he's unsurprised by the birds' disappearance. He and his team have been banding the birds since 2011 in anticipation of a change within the species' breeding patterns.
I always have looked at pelicans as being one of our first indicator species. So the canary in the coal mine, if you will, it's the pelican on Gunnison Island.
As for why, Gunnison Island is no longer an island, with rapidly decreasing water levels even after a record year of snowpack runoff, meaning predators have access to the bird nests.
The coyotes and foxes are being able to walk over to that island because the island is no longer an island because of the loss of water that the lake has.
Carly Butel is part of a pelican program with the Great Salt Lake Institute, putting cameras there to track the activity on the island. But the curious part in all this is that coyotes have been able to access the birds' nesting site since around 2016.
So I thought as soon as coyotes access the island and have this free food, they would wipe it out. But it hasn't been the case.
Luft and his team, trying to get to the bottom of the mass wipeout of the pelicans, will be heading to the area next week.
It may not just be predators that are accessing the island. It may be a disease, and avian flu is one of the things that we want to track or keep an eye on.
In Salt Lake City, Lucy Nelson, Fox 13 News, Utah.